There's been plenty of young people in the MLB throughout history. Bryce Harper came into the league at age 19. So did Juan Soto and Mike Trout. Ty Cobb began his career at age 18. So did Robin Yount and Larry Doby, while it was in the Negro Leagues. We could even go back to some 17-year-olds. Hall of Famer Jimmy Fox began his career at age 17, and so did Bob Feller. While all these players are extremely young to play in Major League Baseball, some of them couldn't even vote yet, this still isn't the youngest player to ever play in the MLB. The youngest player ever to play in Major League Baseball is. So, how did a kid who couldn't even drive a car yet end up on a Major League roster? Let's go back in time
To the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu.
to 1943. Man, this World War might be even worse than the first one. All of our players are getting sent away. We'd barely even have enough pitchers to field a team out there. Alright, fellas, what do we want to do about the player shortage right now? Well, there's this guy in his mid 30s that's playing semi pro ball about 45 minutes away from the ballpark. Maybe we could call him up? Yeah, my scouts were telling me about this guy. He might be a good fill in spot for the time being. I mean, whatever. Go look at him for yourselves and bring me back some good info. All right, Mr. Nuxhall. We like what we've seen from you today. How does playing for the Cincinnati Reds sound? Oh, gee willikers, fellas. Well, that sounds all fine and dandy. I got 5 kids to take care of. I don't think playing Major League Baseball is really in the cards for little old me. All right, well, let's not waste an opportunity here. There's a few other games going on right now at this complex, so let's just see what we got. Hey Orville, who's that over there? Oh, that's my son Joseph. Wow, what a specimen of an athlete. What's he look, 6'2", 190 maybe? About right. Holy shit, did that pitch just come in at 85 miles per hour? Yep, indeed it did. Bill, are you thinking what I'm thinking? That we should get food after this? No, you fucking, alright, actually, yeah, but no, we gotta sign this kid. Oh, yeah, I completely agree. Hey Orville, instead of you playing for us, how about your son play for us? Oh gosh, well that's great and all. I feel like Joseph out there might be a little too young for the majors. Well, how old is he? The ripe age of 14 he is. Mr. Crosley, we have a problem. That players keep leaving to go to France? Yeah, that's one hell of a problem, I'll say. It isn't that. We couldn't get Nuxhall to sign with the team, but we found someone else that might even be better. Is this not good news? Well, the issue is that the kid's, Nuxhall's kid. And yeah? He's 14. Hmm. Sign him. What? What other options do we have? Are those fucking dog faces? This is not a slur. This is a real nickname for World War II infantry. Gonna take the 14-year-old? I mean, don't answer that. So that's just what they did. The Cincinnati Reds brought Joseph Nuxhall to the Reds' home stadium of Crosley Field for a tryout. After throwing a decent number of pitches, management truly liked what they saw and told Nuxhall that he could travel with the team on their road trip to St. Louis. Wow, for as much as I'd love to do that, I got school on Monday and I want to play basketball in high school, so, not right now. So the Reds waited and waited and waited. Oh my god, it's February already. Nuxhall had finally finished his basketball season at Wilson Junior High School and was finally ready to sign with the Reds. On February 18th, 1944, almost 82 years ago to the day, Joseph Nuxhall signed with the Cincinnati Reds, with his father signing on his behalf since, he's still a minor. The contract was reported to be $175 per month, plus a $500 signing bonus for Nuxhall, which, in today's money, would be about $3,259 per month and a $9,312 signing bonus. Not too shabby in my eyes. The only issue with signing in February was that Nuxhall still had about 4 months of school left. The Reds would respect the kid's studies and didn't play him until school was out. Nuxhall would tell the local papers after school let out in early June that he, quote, was convinced that I'm making the right move in going right into the Reds camp instead of agreeing to let them farm me in the minor leagues. End quote. He would finish the statement by saying, quote, would I like to get into a big league game? What do you think I've been waiting for all these months? That day finally came on June 10th, 1944. The Reds were getting pummeled by the eventual World Series champion St. Louis Cardinals going into the ninth inning. Now 15-year-old Joe Nuxhall was sitting on the bench with the team, as he usually did. Hey Nuxhall, get up, you're going in. Nuxhall, get up. Nuxhall! Oh, God, I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd actually call for me to get in. Joe would stand up off the bench and take the mound for the first time ever in a professional setting. All right, Joey, you got this. Just throw some strikes and maybe it'll just come naturally to you. Joey would face Cardinals second baseman George Fallon as his first hitter. Fallon would hit a ground ball to the shortstop and would be thrown out at first. Solid start so far for Joe. The next batter would be Cardinals pitcher Mort Cooper, who Nuxhall would promptly walk. Control was never really Joe's strong suit anyways. With the top of the order coming up now, the next batter was center fielder Augie Bergamo, who pinch ran for the center field starter in Johnny Hopp. Bergamo would hit a soft pop fly to the shortstop and was sent back to the dugout. 2 outs, Joe. Imagine the headlines. 15-year-old kid actually survives a full inning of Major League Baseball. Shut up, random voice in my head. In steps third baseman Debs Garms, who wasn't lighting the league on fire by any means, but he won the NL batting title a few years back. Alright, Joe. All you need to do is sit this guy down and it's all over, and there goes a wild pitch. And I walked him. Joe now has runners at first and second, but hey, he has 2 outs. All he has to face now is... In steps reigning NL MVP Stan Musial. While Musial was still extremely early in his career, he was still coming off one of the best seasons of his career. Everybody knew who Stan the Man was. Nuxhall, in a bit of a starstruck moment, would give up his first hit to Musial, a single to right field, which would load the bases. Okay, Joe, you just gave up a hit to the reigning MVP. No big deal, right? Yeah, it's completely fine. Just keep throwing strikes and stuff. Oh God, why can't I throw strikes anymore? What's going on? Why can't I play baseball anymore? Help! Help me,
Joe.
someone please help
Joe.
me. Huh? What? Huh? What happened? You gave up 3 walks in a row and then a single that brought in 2 more. It's 18-0, son. Oh. Manager McKechnie would take Nuxhall out with 2 outs still left in the 9th. Nuxhall's final line, 9 batters faced, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 5 walks, 1 wild pitch, 0 strikeouts, 5 runs, all of them earned. His ERA after that outing would sit at an absolutely wonderful 67.50. After the game, the Reds would realize their mistake of signing a 15-year-old to play in the majors and send Joe down to the Class A1, basically AA at the time, Birmingham Barons, where he would play a single game, give up 6 runs in a single inning of work, and then sit for the rest of the season. In 1945, he would bounce around in the minor league system before putting an end to it to focus on, getting through high school. However, this wouldn't be the end of his story. He would return to the minor leagues after graduating high school in 1947 and would actually make his way back to the Cincinnati Reds major league roster in 1952 after impressing in spring training. On May 21st, 1952, in a very similar situation to his 15-year-old 1944 outing, he would face the Brooklyn Dodgers down 19-1 going into the bottom of the 6th. This time around, Nuxhall would use his added years of experience to shut down the Jackie Robinson-led Dodgers for 3 straight innings. His final line would be 3 innings, only a single hit given up, 3 strikeouts, no walks, and no runs. It's beautiful. Enough to make a grown man cry, Joe. Joe Nuxhall would go on to have a lengthy 16-year career, including the 15-year-old season, mostly with the Reds. He would make the All-Star team twice in 1955 and 56 respectively as well. After calling it quits after the 1966 season, Nuxhall would immediately join the Reds broadcast booth, even with no prior experience in the field whatsoever. Joe Nuxhall would become a legend in Cincinnati from his legendary calls and overall charisma within the booth. He was elected to the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame in 1968 and would retire in 2004 after a 38-year career in broadcasting. Joseph Nuxhall would pass away in 2007 after a battle with cancer at the age of 79. A statue of Joe is currently outside of the Reds' most current stadium, Great American Ballpark, which, by the way, the address for the ballpark? 100 Joe Nuxhall Way. What a legend. So, this is the old left-hander, rounding third and heading for home. Thank you for watching.